Now, more than half the people hit by recent changes to housing benefit have fallen into rent arrears since they were introduced. That's according to a new survey. Branded a bedroom tax by its opponents, the new policy cut housing benefit for those with spare bedrooms.
Well, the purpose was to force single people into smaller houses to free up stock for larger families. The survey of 51 housing federations says 40,000 people in the East Midlands are affected by it and that 65% of those are disabled. Callum Watkinson reports.
Debbie Crowley is £900 behind with her rent. It went up 5 months ago when benefit changes cut her housing allowance because she has a second bedroom, a bedroom that's a vital part of her family life.
I have my grandchildren on a regular basis. There's 3 children. Between myself and the other nan, we help my daughter-in-law because she's now gone on for further study in the hope of getting a job as well.
The kind of person the government says it wants to help. But without childcare from Debbie, her daughter-in-law couldn't go to college.
She'd be pressured. I don't suppose she'd have the time to study. And also, purely on the relationship with the children. And I think it's really essential that they see the nans.
Her housing association won't move her to a one-bed flat anyway because she's in arrears. And she isn't alone. 40,000 East Midlanders have been affected and more than half are now behind with their rent, according to a survey by the National Housing Federation. At their annual conference today, the boss of a housing association with 17,000 homes across the region told us the policy is hurting people like Debbie and the communities they live in.
It's definitely a failure. It's affecting those people who have for many, many years contributed to the well-being and sustainability of those communities, and they're being forced to look for alternative accommodation. They've been forced into indebtedness and rent arrears.
3 months of statistics show teething trouble, not long-term problems, according to a statement from the Department for Work and Pensions. It is just wrong, it says, to suggest the early stages of the policy, as people start to adjust to the changes, represent long-term trends in any way whatsoever. Debbie has just been given notice of possession because of her arrears, but she is about to start a new job. She's now frightened of losing her home and worries that a wage will only add to the uncertainty. Callum Watkinson, ITV News.